Take a wide turnout on your mat. It's Friday bar. Take a big inhale, breath. So lengthen through your spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. You've been here before. Exhale, breath, lower. Do this a few times on your own. It's an inhale, breath, lengthen. Maybe you start to do just a little back bend at the upper back. Exhale, bring it down. Do this a couple times on your own. We're going to bring a little heat into the body. We're going to work on strength, balance, flexibility, core, total body workout for the next 60 minutes. Just convince yourself, tell yourself that it is time to put a little heat into this body. Good. So stay down here and start to do some little presses, just down and up, down and up. Now start to bring the arm energy into it. Good. So little presses, down with the arms, down with the arms. You've got this. Good. It's just 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. Pull in the belly. So belly to the spine. Good. Now bring it all the way down and bring it up. Good. Lengthen all the way down. Start to get a little bit deeper in the thighs if you can. So give yourself that opportunity to find a little bit of challenge here. Good. So press it down and up. Down with the arms. Down with the arms. Good. We're going to change this up just a little bit. Good. So rotate the arms up for 2 and palms down for 2. Good. So full rotation of the arms, just warming up and little presses through the thighs. It's open. Hands to the sky. Press it down. Good. So we're going to work the arms a little bit here and press it down. Good. So the arms stay up, palms stay up, and little presses down with the hips. Good. And little presses up with the hands. Good. Almost imagine that you're holding 5-pound weights in each hand. Now firm up the underside of the arm. Really squeeze it. 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Very good. 4, 3, 2. All the way up, all the way down. It's down. And press it up. Squeeze. It's all the way down. Good. And up. You squeeze your glutes here. It's all the way down. I feel it too. And up for 2. Getting those legs really warmed up and up for 2. Hold it on the down and little presses forward with the palms. It's forward squeeze, forward squeeze. Now start to use the muscles of your chest, the muscles of your shoulders. Good. It's just 10, 9, 8. You might start to feel the heart rate moving up just a little bit. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Now hold it there. It's back with the palms. Rotate it forward with the hands. Good again. Back. Squeeze the hips down a little bit. Up for 2. Just little presses down with the hips. About an inch or 2. Good. Palms face forward. It's a rotation. Good. So you get a little movement in the arms, the chest, the back. Good. Start to turn the shoulder blades in a little bit. The navel will be pulled in the whole time to the spine. Good. And it's a press and back. Good. Just rotating the palms to the floor. Full range of motion. If you can rotate them all the way back, that's great. So the thumbs down and up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. You might feel this. I do. Last one here. All the way down. All the way up. It's down. For 2 and up. Squeeze your thighs now. It's down for 2 and squeeze the glutes a little more. Squeeze it. Good. You're going to change the shape of the booty here. Nice and strong. Last one here. Good. Now hold it down. Palms down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really firming up the top of the arm, underside of the arm, bicep, tricep. It's 4 and 3 and 2. All the way down. All the way up. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Direct your toes forward. Lengthen through the spine first and then hinging at the hips. Take wide forward folds. Good. This should probably feel pretty good. You can drop the energy of the head. Good. Bend into the right knee a little bit. Bring it to center. Just really listen to your body. You don't have to overdo it here. Good. Now bring your feet in just a little bit and tiny presses down with the hips. Press them down. Good. Just warming up here. Good. You get a little stretch in the hips. You get a little energy in the thighs. Good. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, almost done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the stretch. Hold the stretch if that feels good. Walk your feet in a little bit. Safely rise. Good. All right, we're gonna march. Take a nice deep inhale here. Lengthen through the spine and start to march. Just like this. So you're lifting the knee, hips distance. So right across from the hip bones. I'll face you profile for a second. Chin is off the chest. Heart is lifted. Good. Now start to really tap into the abdominals. So even though we're just warming up here just a little bit more, you're squeezing through the glute. You're using your waist. Good. So you're getting those abs warmed up. Now start to bring it out to the side. Good. So you get a little bit of a standing seat work, standing abdominal work. 8, 7, squeeze through the obliques. So the muscles at the side. Find your balance. 4 and 3 and 2, all the way to the front again. Now start to bring the opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Good. No crunching or rounding in the upper back. So the spine is straight. Belly in. 8, 7, like this. Squeezing through your glutes. It's 4 and 3 and 2. You can stop moving. Take an inhale, breath, lengthen. Good. Exhale, breath. Bend into the knees and take forward fold. However that feels good to you. Drop the head. You can bend into your knees if you're a little bit tighter. Take an inhale breath. I'm going to face you profile. And then bring your hands down to your mat. Step your feet back. Now you're in high plank. Good. Breathe in. Belly in and start to press your heels back for 2. Come a little bit forward. Good. Belly in. Squeeze. Come forward now. Use your arms. Good. Forward for 2. Waist in. Start to squeeze your glutes. Good. The chin is off the chest. Your gaze is in front of the palms. Palms are underneath the shoulders. Now press into your knuckle bones. Good. Nice. 10. Good. Keep working. Good. Belly is in. If you need to come to your knees, feel free. Start to use all the muscles of the back. Good. Use the waist. How about 4 slow? Good. So I'm rocking forward. Shoulders are just coming right about over where the fingertips are. And then you press back. You get a nice stretch in the underside of the foot. 10 at tempo. 10, 9. If you're on your knees, just wrap the toes up to the glutes like that. Good. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Here's your hold. Make it count. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Knees to the floor. Separate your knees and hinge back into child's pose. Take 2 breaths. So we're going to work the muscles and then we're going to stretch the muscles. Good. 2 long breaths. Good. And if this is too much for you, you can always leave your hips above the knees. Last breath. Come forward onto your forearms. Good. Forearm plank right here. Good. So this is the move that works every single body part, head to toe. Good. Strengthening the spine here. Draw the shoulder blades together. Flatten out the belly. Squeeze through the front of your thighs, up into the back of your thighs. Slight tip of the hips to keep the pressure out of your back. Now listen carefully. Soften in the knees. Good. And lift the hips up for 2. Not full range of motion. Keep the spine strong. And down for 2. Nice and slow like that. Good. It's a lift of the hips. Good. Down for 2. Nice and strong. If this is too much, then bring your knees to the floor and just hold that. Good. You'll get stronger. Really work on focusing, pulling the navel in, almost like vacuuming the navel to your spine. Good. One more time. Hold that forearm plank just for 10. Press your heels back again. 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. You've got this. 4 and 3 and 2. Knees to the floor. Come on back to child's pose. Or maybe you bring your thighs all the way together. Good. Take a breath. Forearm plank again. Good. Forearm plank again. So this is the move that if for some reason you have to press pause on your computer there, you're using all of the muscles right now. Now tip your hips under a little bit and shift your hips to the left for 2. Good. And to the center. Good. Just little hip dips. Good. Just a little bit. Good. So not full range of motion, not super important that you bring your hip bones all the way down. I instead want you to think about just shifting about an inch or two so you feel the waist. Maybe take this at tempo a little bit faster now. Dip the hip to the left, dip it to the right. Good. Shoulders stay steady. Pull in the waist. Just 8, 7, good. 6, 5, you got this. 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it in the center. Ready? Pull in your waist again. Firm up the front of your thighs. Press them into the hamstrings. Good. Pull in the navel. Chin is off the chest. Shoulder blades together. 4, and 3, and 2. Knees to the floor. This time, tailbone to the sky. Open up your arms and just breathe in. So just kind of notice here. And exhale, breath. So we work the muscles and we relax the muscles. Come to your hands and your knees. Take an inhale, breath. Lengthen through your spine. Very good. Exhale, breath. Round your back like a cat. Do this a few times on your own. Good. See if you can follow the breath. And as you round your back, try to draw the tailbone down a little bit here. Good. Now flatten through the spine. Curl your toes under. Start to pull the palms toward you. Really pull in the navel again. And lift your knees off the floor just about an inch. Good. And bring the knees down to the floor. Just kiss them to your mat and up for 2. Down and up. Good. So they're barely grazing the floor. If this is too much for you, you can always just hold here with the knees on the floor and pull the energy of the palms toward the toes. It's 4. Good. It's 3. It's a neutral spine plank. Good. So we've done a couple planks already today. This is really challenging the back side of the body. Now just hold it there. Good. Gaze is down. Neck is long. For 10, 9, 8. Knees are just hovering. 4, 3, 2. Knees to the floor. Stack your spine. Bring your hands to the small of the back. Take an inhale, breath. Lengthen your spine. You can press the hips forward a little bit. Good. Chin is off the chest. Some of you are very flexible. If you want to bring your hands back down to your heels, you can, but only if you can keep your hips good. Pressing forward. No pressure on the back. Stack your spine again. Draw the right leg forward into a low lunge. Good. So it's a very soft, modified lunge. The left knee is behind the left hip bone. Take an inhale, breath, lengthen. Good. You can lift both arms if that feels good. And then take an exhale breath and just lengthen the spine a little bit more. Very good. That should feel good. Straighten the front leg, flex it. We're going to take a little stretch here. Sink the right hip. Good. And just start to windshield wiper the right foot. Good. So this is about as far as I'm going to go down right now as we're warming up. Some of you are able to bring your hands to the floor. If you do that, hinge at the hips first. Good. Sink the hip. Maybe take your left hand to the outside of the right hip or knee or even the pinky toe and breathe in. Good. Take a breath. Lengthen through your spine now. Bend through the right knee. Press the left hand to the floor and open up into a spinal twist. Good. Breathe in here. Take the right knee toward the center and press back through the left foot. Good. Bring it to the center. Both hands to the floor. Lengthen your spine in this runner stretch and press the left knee down and up. Good. Again, down and up. Dynamic movement. If it's too much, you can always leave the left knee on the floor or hold it up. Now just hold it on the up. Listen carefully. Walk the hands to the center. You're back in that wide turnout. Good. Get another stretch here. Bend into both knees. Good. Stack your spine. You're nice and low. And go down an inch and up an inch. Good. Down an inch and up an inch. Little presses down and up. Down and up. So here you are again. Good. It's 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. You might feel yourself getting a little bit warm here. Good. Bring the arms out again and tiny presses down with the arms. Good. So we haven't even used weights yet, but I'm feeling it in my arms already. We're getting a great warm up. Good. Down and up. Down and up. Now press the palms forward for 10, 9. Squeeze the navel to the spine. Good. It's 4. Can you sink a little lower? It's 3. Good. You have 2. Good. Now we're going to do that movement again where you open the palms up to the sky. Rotate the thumbs down to the floor. Good. So rotation and press it down. Little presses down with the hips. Good. Little turns. So it's almost like you're turning a door handle. You get this great, good movement. Working on a little mobility in the shoulders. Good. You have 4. You might feel this in the triceps. You have 3. Squeeze tighter. You have 2. Last one here. Now little presses down with the palms, down with the palms, down with the palms. Good. For 8, 7, good. 6, 5, just a few more. 4 and 3 and 2. Rotate your palms to the sky. Tiny presses. Up with the palms, up with the palms. Tiny presses, down with the hips. Good. It's a little faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Thighs are screaming. And rise. Good. Think about the left foot. Just turn forward. Come on down to the floor in that lunge. Good. So you're going to bring the right knee down to the floor. Lengthen through your spine first, and then take an inhale breath. Good. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. You can take a little back bend if that feels okay to you. And then straighten the left leg. Drop the left hip bone back. Good. Breathe in. Some of you might want to bring your hands to the floor. Listen to your body. Good. And then just kind of rotate the foot side to side. Good. So you might feel that a little bit in your hip. Good. We work the muscles and then we stretch them. Good. Take the right hand to the outside of the hip or the knee or the toe and sink the left hip a little bit deeper. So you get this great stretch in the outside of the left hip, the IT band, muscles surrounding that tight tendon. Breathe in. Good. Come back to the center. Nice deep lunge. Maybe you feel comfortable lifting up through the right foot. Knee comes down to the floor for 2. And up, squeeze the right glute, getting it warmed up again. Good. And up for 2. 2 more times. Now hold it here. Squeeze through the right glute. Press the right hand to the floor. Take a little twist. So in this class, we move the spine in all directions. Good. You might not know where you're even headed today, but you are headed for a very strong and solid workout. Good. Come back to the center. Good. Remember this wide turnout. One more time. Good. Now tiny presses down with the hips. Down with the hips. Good. If you can have your palms on the floor, that's cool, or fingertips, or even at the knees. Good. Really hollowing out the belly. Good. 10, 9, 8. No stress in the back. So the gaze is down to the floor. Good. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Stack your spine again. Inhale, breath, lift. Now lift up through the right heel. Tiny presses down and up, down and up. Belly in. Good. You should feel a lot of sensation in the right leg. So we're working the thighs here primarily, but you probably feel this in the hips and the glutes. Good. Now feel it in the waist. Feel it in the arms. Good. 10, 9, 8. You got this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower that heel. Lower your arms for a second. Good. And tiny presses down and up. You can bring the hands to the heart if that feels good. Good. 10 with both heels down. Good. 9, 8, 7. I'm feeling it too. They're burning. Changing the shape of your thighs. Good. Now hold it there. You know it. Lift up both arms. Lift up the left heel. Let's go again. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. I'm feeling it too. You go 10, 9, 8, 7. Creating a stronger, longer, leaner body right here. Right into the privacy of your own home, right? Good. Now hold it there. Hold it there. Try to lift up your right heel. Hold it there. Sink a little lower. Hold it there for 4 and 3 and 2. Safely rise. Nice work. Shake it off for a second. If you have a wall or support near you, you can hold on. Good. We're going to take a little quad stretch. Good. So reach for one of your ankles. I'm holding on to my left ankle. Bend into the right knee. Tip your hips under. Now try to lift up with the right arm. Good. Find a little balance in the body. Good. And then switch sides. Good. Reach for your right ankle. Soften in the left knee. Tip your hips under. Good. And then go for that balance. So balance is part of fitness. We're going to work that a little bit today too. And go ahead and release. Shake it off. And then grab your weights. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water too. Okay, we're going to work the arms a little bit here. Feet are underneath your hips. Good. Spine is straight. Soften in the knees. Shift your body weight forward just a little bit. Raise the right arm up. Raise the left arm up. Good. And then lower the right arm so it's about 6 inches off the thighs like this. Then lift it up for 2. Good. Strong spine. Good. Good. And lift it up for 2. Continue. Good. Nice and strong. Palms face each other. There's a light grip on your weight, or you can do this with no weights at all. Good. I'm using 3 pounds. Some of my friends use 1 pound, 2 pounds, 5 pounds would probably be the most. Good, now start to bring out the arms into a little V and squeeze. Good, lower and squeeze. A few more like that. Good. So you're squeezing the top of the arm, the underside of the arm. You don't have to work forever to create these strong, long, lean bodies. Good, do a few more. Good. So you're creating sculpting muscles that are almost like a dancer body. Rather than bulking up the muscles, you're creating strength, flexibility. Good. 2 more times. Last one. Now hold it out there. Rotate the palms to face the sky in little bends and stretches. Good. Lift the chin off the chest. So my heart is lifted. Yours is too. Weight is slightly shifted toward the balls of the feet. Really engaging through the belly. So full body workout. Good. Softness in the knees. It's 10, 9, 8, 7. See if you can even notice your feet. So by noticing the feet, sometimes we tap into those really deep abdominal muscles. You have 4, 3, and 2. Full range of motion. It's in toward the waist. Palms face the sky. Bring them up for 2. You squeeze. Down for 2. Squeeze. And up for 2. Do some more. Good. It's getting challenging, right? As you bring the elbows in, see if you can get the elbows to come toward the waist. Good. So the biceps are right around your rib cage. Good. That's great. I feel it too. Shoulder blades connect. So you're working on the upper back muscles, postural muscles that prevent us from rounding forward. Good. Do a few more. Strong. Good. 2 more. Last one here. Hold them out there and bend and stretch. Biceps, triceps, and your shoulders and your back. You go 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, so strong. Good. It's 4. Ooh. You have 3. I'm feeling it. You have 2. Last one here. Hold it. Rotate your palms to the floor. Bring them down to your thighs. Keep them about 6 inches off your thighs to keep them active the whole time and lift them up. Squeeze your muscles. You go down for 2. Good. Bring them up for 2. Keep working. Good. And up for 2. So I'm returning to the studio next week, 360 Fit in Naperville, starting Monday. I have no idea what the date is. Somewhere, I think even June. But one of the things I'm really gonna miss is just be able to walk down from one side of my house to the other side of my house. But today I walked through the kitchen, which is just adjacent to my little home studio here. And my teenagers probably ate pizza at 1 o'clock in the morning, but there's pizza on the counter. There are glasses all over. I am looking forward to going into the studio where I don't see that. Now lift it up for 2 and down for 2. 2 more. Up for 2 and down for 2. Good. Some of you I know do your workout in your pajamas, I've heard. Know that next week you're allowed to wear your pajamas to the gym. Now hold it up there. Little presses up. Up you squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Weights are below the shoulders. Now hold it and relax for a second. Roll your shoulders back. Good. I'm going to face you profile a second. Keep your feet underneath the hips. Soften in the knees and hinge a little bit forward. Now press your heart forward. Rotate the palms together and pull your arms back for 2. Squeeze it forward for 2. Just a few times like this. Good. Forward for 2. Good. They're reverse flies. Sometimes these are called at the gym. Good. 2 more slow. Use your upper back. Good. And little presses up. Good. Lengthen through the back. You have 10, 9, 8, 7. That's all after this. Good. We're going to work the triceps. Good. Last one. Hold it. Bring the arms back here. Palms face each other. Lift up and hold and squeeze. Squeeze them to the center. Good. You got it. It's up, hold, squeeze, and squeeze them to the center. Keep going. So it's a lift, squeeze, focus, and in. Good. Imagine those triceps connecting right to the bone, creating stronger, longer, leaner muscles right now. And little lifts. It's up, squeeze, up, squeeze. So use the muscles of the upper back. Good, you got it. Just like that, gazes to the floor, about 3 feet in front of you. So I'm trusting that you're doing this. Squeeze your arms tighter. Now do that slow motion again. You lift up, hold, squeeze, press in. Good. Again, it's up, hold, squeeze. Squeeze into the center. Good. It's up and squeeze in. Bend in the knees. Good. Pull in the belly and squeeze them together. try to get the hands to connect. They're not going to. Try to have the weights above the hips. Good. You have 10, 9. Imagine your spine lengthening. Belly is in. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Lift them up again. Squeeze it. Rotate the palms to face forward. 10. Listen. You are done. Go. 10, 9. We'll do a hold at the end of the 10. Good. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Lengthen your arms. Lift up the left arm and the right arm a little longer. Lengthen and release. Roll your shoulders back a couple times. Good. One more thing. Good. Soften in the knees. Rotate the palms to face forward. Squeeze your arms. Curl them up for 2. Good. And down for 2. So sometimes I like to add this little bicep move in here as a transition, but it also kind of feels like a little break. But now that the muscles have been warmed up in your arms, you probably feel them a little bit more, right? They're squeezing, they're contracting. See if you can bring your arms forward, squeeze the biceps, bring them back behind the hips, squeeze the triceps, feel the pause, slow like that. Up for 2, heart is lifted, and back for 2. Kind of broaden the collarbones a little bit, draw the shoulder blades together. That'll protect the back and create a stronger spine. Good. 2 more slow. I know it's slow, right? Last one. Now start to angle the arms out so the elbows are touching the rib cage. Let's move a little faster. Good. It's a curl and down. Squeeze up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one here. Good. Now hold it there. Ready? Rotate your palms forward. This is the last thing. Full body here. Press them up. And squeeze them down. Good. Full range of motions. Imagine a lat pull at the gym. Good. It's up for 2. Squeeze the biceps, triceps, shoulders, and back. It's up for 2. Elbows to the rib cage. Do a few more. Good. Down for 2. Now, I'm trusting that you're feeling this, right? If you need more, then squeeze tighter. Arms are broad when they come up. When they come down, you squeeze the elbows to the rib cage. Last one, pull them to the rib cage, just for 10, 9, 8, palms face forward, really lifting up through the chest. 4, and 3, and 2. Here's your hold. Good. Straighten your arms, thumbs face the sky, lengthen through the heart. Good. Press the palms down. Good. Hold it. Now squeeze all of the muscles. Good. Hold it there for 4, and 3, and then very slowly down to 1. Very good. Go ahead and let go of your weights. You should feel pretty good. I'm getting a little sweaty here. Good. Lengthen through your arms here, and then bend into one elbow. I'm bending my right elbow. Soften in your knees, lengthen through the spine, and then if it feels okay for you, you can kind of reach the body over to the left. Lengthen both arms. You can look up to the sky. Good. A little lateral motion, maybe lower the left arm, look up, and then come to the top. Good. Take an inhale breath. Good. Bend through the left elbow. So it feels good to release those muscles, doesn't it? Soften into the knees, reach out of the waist, over to the right. Good. So we move the spine in all directions, kind of like a good yoga class here. Lengthen both arms. So we draw in some elements in this bar class from yoga, from Pilates, from traditional ballet bar. Good. Lower the left arm or the right arm. Maybe look up to the sky, take an inhale breath to the top, lower your arms. So we're going to take a chest stretch. Make a little bind behind the body if that works for you. Lengthen your spine. Lift your palms off the back if that feels okay. You can hold it here. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Or you can bend into the knees. You can start to hinge at the hips. Some of you are quite flexible and you might want to take a deeper forward fold. Just find what works in your body. Good. And then unclasp the bind if you're in that forward fold. Make sure that your spine is safe by pulling in the back and just kind of rotate the arms a little bit one way. Try to let them just hang here. It's good for your shoulders. Good. And then bring them the other way. So little circles with the arms. Drop the head. Good. Take an inhale breath, which is our halfway lift. Good. Exhale breath all the way down into a forward fold and then bend into the knees to rise very safely. Really good work to start here today. We're going to go into some thigh work. So I'm going to touch my wall. And you can touch the wall with either your left or right hand, or if you have a little chair or a stool, or something to support you so that you get the greatest workout today. Heels are together, toes are 3 no more than 4 inches apart. You can take your outside hand and bring it to your hip. It looks a little prettier. And then lift up your hip about 1 inch and bend your knees. Draw the shoulders back, squeeze into the heels and press it down 1 inch and hold. Good. Down, hold, squeeze. So shift your body weight a little bit into the instep of your feet and you go down 1 inch and up 1 inch. Good. Down and up. So really pull in your navel. Really solidify the core. You go down 1 inch and up 1 inch. Good. Down 1 inch and up 1 inch. Now hold it on your down. And you go down and up, down and up, down and up. Good. Little presses down and up. Now could you squeeze your heels a little bit deeper? You have 4. Good. You have 3. Today we're going to do some double duty. We're going to work our thighs, our glutes, even working the spine and the abdominals in this standing work. Last one here, hold. Release your right hand. Come down another inch. Release your left hand. We press it down 10 times together. You go 10. You got this. You have 9, 8, 7. Good. Thighs are screaming. 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it and you rise. Press into the left foot. Step forward with the right. Good. So the heels are kind of in this line, but the toes are slightly turned out. Releve. So come up nice and high on stilettos. Bend the knees. Good. Draw the shoulders back. Lift up the heels and press it down. Feel the burn. Ow. Down. You feel that right away. Right down. Hold. Squeeze. Down. Hold. Squeeze. You probably feel this in your calves. These are little mini sets. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Heart stays lifted the whole time. Use the wall or a chair for balance so you can have great spine support. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, over heels. Now hold it. Come down another inch and shift back. Heels are planted on the floor. Straighten through the left leg to lift the right leg up. Single leg lifts. You lift it up and hold. Squeeze tighter. It's up, hold, squeeze. You got it. Up, hold, squeeze. Good. Inner thigh with the right foot or the right leg faces the sky. 10 lifts. 10, 9, 8. I'll bet you wouldn't do this on your own if you weren't watching this right now, right? Straighten your leg. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Now flex your foot and bring it behind you. Soften in the left leg. Now point your toes or flex them. Either one is fine. Bend in the left knee. Tip your hips under. Relax the right foot a bit and tuck your hips. Good. Now think about the right glute. It's really working the outside of the hip. Good. Little lift up, hold, and tuck your hips. Hold. Good. Again, it's press back. Now really deep tuck of the hips to really solidify in the waist. Good. To protect your back. Little presses back with the right. Good. So there's no swinging of the leg. There's no arching in the lower back. So the spine is strong. Very good. It's 8, 7, 6, 5. I usually give you 10. I lost 2 counts there, right? This should feel pretty easy for you. Now hold it there. Listen. Think about the right leg. Ready, go. You lift it up. Hold. And all the way down. Use your inner thigh. You lift it up. Keep the muscle contraction. And down. Good. So there's no swinging. The leg is just lifting up. And then the leg comes down. Goes up. Squeeze tighter. And lower. Good. 2 more like that. It's up. Squeeze tighter. And down. Really feeling this in the outside of the glute. Ready, set, go. Hold it up there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Really feeling it. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Maybe lift up one arm. Maybe lift up the other arm and relax. Shake it off. Switch sides now. Good. So face the other way. Heels are together. Toes are 3 no more than 4 inches apart. Lengthen through your spine. We're going to do some calf raises. So make that little diamond with the feet. Heels are together. Toes are 3 no more than 4 inches apart. Releve up and go down. Good. It's up. Squeeze tight and down. Good. Heels connect when you come down. Legs stay straight. Waist is in. Good. Firm up through the thighs. It's up and lower. It's lift, squeeze, lower, squeeze. Lift, squeeze, lower, squeeze. 4. Good. You got it. 3. I want you to feel it just like this. 2. Good. Now hold it up there. Little presses up. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Lift, squeeze. Lift, squeeze. You might feel this a lot in the calves. You have 10, 9. Waist in. Think about the posture. 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Lift up one arm. Maybe lift the other arm. Hold it there for 4 and 3 and 2. Lower the heels. Touch onto the wall or your chair. Lower the heels. Heels are together. Toes are 3, no more than 4 inches apart. Just like that. Now lift your heels about an inch. Bend your knees. Here you are again. Draw back the shoulders. Press it down. Feel the burn, right? Squeeze into the heels. Shift the body weight a little bit into the instep of the foot. Go down an inch and hold. So find that edge right away. You know what you're doing. And you go down and up. Down and up. You feel this all over the body. Now really zip the navel in. Almost imagine zipping up a tight pair of pants right through the waist. Good. 10, 9, 8. Make this strong. Full body workout. 4, 3, and 2. Hold it. And bring it down another inch. Hold it. Lift up one arm. Lift up the other arm. Let's press it down 10 times together. Go 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. You might remember what's coming. You have 4. Feel it. You have 3. Try to fight through the burn. If you need to stand up for a second, then do that and come back. Hold it and safely rise. Think about it. Step the left foot forward. So the heel is about a foot or so away from the big toe. Relevate on both high heels. Bend your knees. Draw your shoulders back. And you go down, hold, squeeze. Good. It's down, hold, squeeze. Right away, you're feeling it. Down, hold, squeeze. You get this in the inner thighs, right? The calves, all of the muscles of the thighs, down and up, down and up. 10, 9, maybe even in the glutes a little bit. Maybe you feel this in the waist. Good. You have 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it. Draw the shoulders back. Come down one more inch. Bring the heels back down. Good. Think about that left leg, lift it off the floor, inner thigh faces the sky, squeeze through the right glute. So really squeeze both legs straight, lift it up, hold, and squeeze. You got this. Up, hold, squeeze. I feel it too. Up, hold, squeeze. I hope you're still with me. Good. And you lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze. So really contract the muscles in the right glute, slightly shifting your body weight into the instep once again of the right foot. Good. Full body, straighten the left leg aligned. 8, 7, keep working. 6, these little movements, contracting the muscle the whole time. Hold it, breathe. 10 lifts, 10, and 9, and 8, 7, you got this. 6, 5, keep going, hold it. Flex your foot, soften in the right knee. Bring your leg behind you. You can soften the muscles of the left foot. Now bend into the right knee, tip your hips under. Stack your spine and press the left leg back and hold. And tuck your hips under. That protects the back. If you really hold the waist in, press back and hold. Tuck your hips again forward. Good. And press it back. So you're working into this area in the glute, the side of the hip. Good. It's tuck your hips. Good. And press it back, hold. And back squeeze. Keep that contraction in the left glute. Lots of muscle engagement, right? You still feel this in the standing leg. That's the idea. You got this. You have 10, 9. Lots of angles of the glutes working here. Still working in the waist. Now listen carefully. Hold it there. Tuck your hips. Lift the left leg out for 2 and close it down for 2. So lift it up. Use the hip. Use the glute. Press down. Use the inner thighs. Good. So try not to just let that leg flap down. Imagine that you're squeezing a ball between the thighs. Good. Keep going. Up for 2 and down for 2. Last one slow. You're almost there. Hold the left leg up. Tuck the hips again. 10 lifts up. Working through that corner of the glute. 10, 9, 8. Stack your spine. Good. Here you go. Just 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it. Straighten both legs, shake it out a second. I feel it too. I'm gonna move corners of my wall. I hope you can still see me. Bring your thighs all the way together. So one strong thigh. You can always, come back to that same wall that you were working at, just like this, but releve on your highest stiletto heels. Bend your knees, draw your shoulders back over the hips and press it down, hold, squeeze. Good, so the thighs are squeezing together. Ankle bones are squeezing together. Really lift your heels off the floor and you go down an inch and up an inch. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips over heels. down and up, and down and up. You got it. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your thighs. Good. You at 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Squeeze your thighs. Hold it for 4 and 3. Lift up one arm. Try it. Try to lift the other arm. Do it for 4 and 3 and 2. Safely rise. Inhale, breath. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, breath. Hinging at the hips. Take a forward fold. Bend into the knees. Let your back go a little bit. Maybe shake your head no and yes. Inhale, breath to lengthen. And then we're coming down to the floor. Good. Into a high plank. Soften in the knees. Use your arms to lift your hips into downward facing dog. Good. You can pedal out one leg at a time. Good. Enjoy how this feels after that work. Good. Spiral forward through the spine. Good. Here you are. Good. High plank. Good. Bring the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Side plank. Whoa. I almost lost it there. Find your version. You can always bring the left knee to the floor. Breathe in. Use your obliques. Just getting those muscles involved. Come back to the high plank. Good. It's just a short little plank. Bring the right hand right underneath the right shoulder. Spiral into a side plank. I'm on my side here. I can't see you. I trust you're doing it. Lift the left hip. You can always bring the right knee to the floor. High plank again. Soften in both knees. Lift into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet a little bit. Good. Take a couple breaths here. Allow that stretch to work for you. And then bring your knees to the floor. Separate your knees into child's pose. Very good. Breathe in here. Exhale. Rotate your palms to face the sky. And then walk your fingertips to your shoulders. Walk your elbows forward a little bit. And sink back into deeper child's pose if that's available to you. Good. Take 2 breaths. Good. And then come onto your back. Come onto your back. Good. When you get there, hug your knees in toward you. It should feel pretty good. So take a nice deep exhale. Hug the knees in toward you. Let them go a little bit away from you. Do this a few times on your own. Good. And then start to bring the knees out toward the shoulders. It's just a little stretch. And if you'd like to take a happy baby pose, grab underneath your thighs. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. Good. And then close your legs. Grab underneath the thighs. Good. Lift the upper body off the floor. Curl up, hold, and squeeze. We're going to do some abdominal work. Good. So we're really going to max out the abdominal work. Maybe lift your hands off the thighs and little curls. So sink the navel to the spine. Take your chin off the chest and little curls up. It's up squeeze. Up squeeze. You can always make a little pillow underneath the head if you need that. If you do, then take your thumbs, if you can reach up to the jaw. That'll give you some nice neck support and won't strain it there. It's 8, 7, good, 6, 5. Keep working, pulling in the waist. Good. We work the belly a lot in even our standing glute work and seat work. So see if you can really tap into that. Think about the right leg. It goes forward for 2. Bring it back in for 2. Nice and slow. Goes out. Not super important that that leg goes all the way out. You can always hold behind the thighs if you need to, or you can make a little pillow underneath your head. It's 8. Squeeze. 7. Good. Relax the toes. Good. It's 4. Nice and strong. And 3. Use your thighs. It's 2. Belly in. Last one here, we twist. Right knee or right elbow goes to the left knee. Bring it in. Good. Switch sides. Good. So little bicycles, nice and strong. No stress in the spine. Good. You can always make the movement smaller. You can always keep one foot on the floor if you need to do that and then switch. Good. Maybe a little faster. Just listen to your body. It's 8, 7. Good. 6, 5. Just really burning out those abdominals. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Bring it to the center. Give yourself a hug. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders to the floor. Bring your feet to the floor. Lift your hips off the floor. Good. So we're going to do some glute bridges. Good. Lift it up and hold. Squeeze your glutes. And lower for 2. Again, it's lift, squeeze, ooh, and lower. Keep going. Now see if you can really energize through the waist. You just work the abdominals. Good. Bring that into this party here. Good. You got it. Now hold it to the top and little tucks up. tuck squeeze, tuck squeeze. Good. You got this. It's 8. Feel the booty. It's 7. It's 6. Keep going. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Now hold it. Lower the hips. Give yourself a hug. One more set of abdominals. This time make a little pillow underneath your glutes. Tabletop your legs. Slight tuck of the chin toward the chest. Really firm up the abdominals and bring the legs in an inch and out an inch. It's just in and out. Right away, get the belly in. Good. Sink the navel to the spine, spine to the floor. Now hold it there. Good. Lower the right leg for 2. It's just working on the hinge of the hip. Good. And now down for 2. It's like you're dipping your toe toward the water. Not super important that it goes all the way down. Instead, much more important that you keep the integrity of the spine. If you want to move a little bit faster, you can. I'm going to keep this nice and slow. Really pressing through the navel, and when you work one leg at a time, you really isolate that oblique, the muscles around the waistband. 2 more times. Good, nice and controlled. Now hold it here, tip your hips, and little tucks in. Tuck squeeze, tuck squeeze. So that little tuck is your hips barely lifting off the floor. Good, barely lifting off the floor to sink the navel. You have 10, 9, I feel it too, 8, 7, keep working, 4, you've got this, you have 3, you have 2, hold it. Good, now release your hands from underneath the hips. Lift your upper body off the floor and little curls up. It's curl squeeze, it's curl squeeze. Good, keep working. You can always lengthen your legs a little more. You could always reach them out a little bit more. I'm gonna stay like this. It's 10, protect your back. You have 9, 8, keep working, good. You have 4, you have 3, you have 2, hold it. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders to the floor. Hug your knees in. Replace your feet to the floor. Now that glute work felt a little short for some of you. Ready? This time, separate your feet so they're toward the outside of the mat. Good. Toes kind of track outward just a little and lift them up and squeeze your glutes. And lower for 2. Keep going. Up, squeeze. Hold there. Down and breathe. Keep breathing. Good. Full range of motion. Really tipping the hips when you get up, pressing into the feet to use the glutes and hold them up there. And little lifts up, carving out that little indentation in the corners of the seat. Now it's 8 and 7. Good. 6. You got this here. It's 4 and 3. Full range of motion is right now. You bring it down for 2. You got it. Try to not just go through the motion. Try to give it a little magic, an extra squeeze. Direct your toes forward. Bring your feet in just a little so they're just hips distance and little squeeze up. Up squeeze, belly in, up squeeze. Good. Nice and strong. Slight tuck of the chin to the chest to protect your neck. Now hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Press into the right foot. Possibly tabletop the left leg in tuck squeeze and lift squeeze. Only 10. And 9, really press into the right foot. You got this. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Lower the foot to the floor. Lift up through the other leg. So the right leg, left foot on the floor, and little lift. It's up squeeze. You got it. 10 and 9. You're almost done. Good. It's 4. We have another exercise right after this. We're down to about 5 more minutes. Now hold it there. Lower the foot, squeeze your thighs all the way together. 1 strong leg, open the thighs for 2, belly in, and close for 2. A few more. It's open, squeeze, and close for 2. Last one, hold it on the open, little tucks up, tuck squeeze. Good. So the legs are open. Connect the soles or the feet, the instep of the feet. Soles of the feet are on the floor still. It's just 8. 7, I feel it too. 6, belly in. Good. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Squeeze. Squeeze the thighs together. 10 tucks up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got to put a smile on your face. Hold it. Breathe. Lift up another inch. Lift up another inch. Now really press your feet into the floor deeper than you ever have. Pull at the belly. Now pressure on the lower back. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Release, hug your knees in toward you. Take a little rock on the spine. Replace your feet to the floor. Take the right ankle to the top of the left knee. Open up the right knee. Either stay here or lift up through the left leg for a figure 4 stretch. So that should feel pretty good, right? You're working hard. We have one more thing after this little stretch. Lower the heel to the floor. Good. And now take the left ankle, bring it to the top of the right knee. Open up your thigh, stay here, or figure 4 stretch here. Good, relax the right leg. Good. Okay. Roll through your side and come into a forearm plank. I know you did that excitedly, right? Here you go. We're in the final stretch here. Lengthen through your spine, pull in your waist, press back your heels. You've been here before. Good, this is just a transition. This could possibly be the last plank of your day, so I want you to make it count. Good, hold it there. Good, breathe in. Possibly lift up the right leg. Try it. Lower it down. If you did that, it's just an option. Maybe lift up the left leg. Squeeze your glute. Lower it. Good. Breathe in. Find some balance here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze tighter. Knees to the floor. Hips to the floor. And here you are in Sphinx pose. Just relax your back for a second. Lengthen your neck. Good. Breathe in. Exhale. And then lower your body, your upper body a little bit to the floor. You can either goal post the arms. You could bring the palms behind you. Whatever you do, make it count. You could always go fist over fist or palm over palm. Lengthen your neck. Gazes to the floor. Lift the right leg off the floor. 10 lifts only. 10. 9. We're going to finish up with some spinal extensions here. This is our last exercise today. Good. It's 4 and 3 and 2. Hold it. Now lengthen the right leg like you mean it and take a tiny bend and a great big reach and squeeze. Again, lift your navel to the spine. Great big stretch and squeeze. Good. Lengthening your neck here. Use all of the muscles in the front of the body left and all of the body parts of the back of the body. I guess there's just a front and a back and a side. Use them all. I'm not sure what I said. Add tempo, little bends and stretches. Good. 10, 9. Obviously, this isn't an edited class. 4 and 3. It's like 2. Hold it, hold it. Lower the right leg to the floor. Breathe in. Take the left leg off the floor and little lift up. Hold, squeeze. The fact that nobody's even interrupted me in class, I haven't gotten any phone calls. My kids haven't run into my little room up here. We're doing great. Let's lift 10 times. Go 10, 9. Good. Full body workout happening here. Good. Make it count. Every single muscle is engaged. Now hold the left leg up there. Tuck your hips. Take a tiny bend in the left knee. You probably can't see my movement. Great big stretch and squeeze. Keep going. Tiny bend in the left knee. Great big stretch and squeeze. So important that you pull in your waist. Now use all of the muscles of the back and the front and the sides, right? At tempo, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. If your head, neck, and shoulders are getting too tired, you can always make a pillow underneath your seat. 10, 9, underneath the forehead. Good. You have 4 and 3, and you hold it. Maybe lift up the right leg. Maybe lift up your arms. Hold it. Maybe bring your palms behind you. Palms face the floor. Arms are behind you. Neck is long. Hold it for 4 and 3. Squeeze tighter. This is it. This is your last move of the day. Active movement. Hold it. Now just hold. Squeeze it. Contract it. And release. Good. You can release your head to the floor. Let your toes come to the glutes. Kind of windshield wiper the legs a little bit. Just notice how you feel. Should feel pretty good. Breathe in and exhale, and then lengthen your legs. Take your right leg up. So the leg is just up. It's bent on the floor. The inner thigh faces the floor. Just a little hip release, very passive hip release. It also releases the lower back. So just hold that for a breath. Good. It should feel pretty good. Try to relax the lower back, and then take that leg back, and then bend through the left knee. And if you have longer after class to hold this for a bit, go for it. Good, bring it here, good. Press your palms next to the shoulders, lift up, and then press your body into child's pose again if that's available to you. If it's not, you can always bring your hips above the knees if it's too tight in your hips or your knees. Good, breathe in, take a breath, and exhale. Good, and then come onto your back. If you have a strap, I use this long Taekwondo strap, but if you have a belt or something like that, you can use that. Otherwise, just use your hand. Lengthen your right leg, and the left leg could either be bent or straight to the floor. Breathe in. Good, nice hamstring stretch. You worked your muscles of the full body so hard today. We're just releasing for just a moment. Hold the strap in the right hand, open up through the right leg. Good. Breathe in. Good. And as you exhale, bring the leg up and across the body. You can lower the right arm, maybe even look over the right shoulder. Try to keep both hips pressed to the floor though. So however you bring that leg over is fine. Get a nice stretch to the outside of the hip. You get a little spinal twist here, but just be safe in your back. Good. Bring it to the top, lower the leg, hug the right knee in. Good, and then bring it over to the left, and you can continue to bring it over to the left and take a deeper twist if you wish. You can always bend the left knee. Maybe you goalpost the arms a little bit, little spinal twist. So in this class, like a good yoga class, we do move the spine in all directions as we stand. Come back to the top, hug both knees in to clear your back. Good, let them go a little bit away from you. Exhale, breath, hug them in. Good, and then release your feet to the floor. Take the strap or just hold it with your hand, is fine. Up to the left foot, flexing through the foot. If you have a strap, bring the strap onto the ball of the foot, and here's your hamstring stretch. Just notice how that feels. It should feel great. Good, take both sides of your strap into the left hand, open up your thigh. The right leg can always be long, but really work at keeping the right hip to the floor. Good. Take an inhale breath, soften your neck and shoulders. Take the leg across the body, switch hands with the strap. Left arm can be long. You can look over the shoulder, but really drop the left hip to the floor. Good, this keeps everything in alignment. Good, you worked it all today. Excellent, bring it back to the top. I'm so proud of you. Hug the left knee in toward you, and then take it across the body for a spinal twist. You can bend the lower leg if you wish, and goalpost out the arms if that feels available. Maybe you look over to the left or just straight up. Either one is fine. Just notice. Take some good long breaths. Come back to the top one more time. We hug the knees in toward the chest. Give yourself a great hug. Maybe you even lift up the upper body. Give yourself an even bigger hug. Good. Tell yourself you did a great job. And then extend both legs. Good. Take an inhale breath. Lengthen both arms and legs away from you. So you notice this release in the lower back. Try to make yourself just a little bit taller. And then lower the palms and arms to the floor, or the arms first, palms to the sky. Today I kind of messed up my front and my back and where my palms were, but we kind of went with that. So thank you for following me. Yeah, draw your shoulder blades together. Except for you, I haven't really talked to anybody else today. And I can't even see you. And now take a big inhale breath. And then give yourself a great big hug. Have an amazing weekend. Good. Hug your knees in. Or stay where you are. It's quite relaxing. I'll go ahead and sit up so I can wish you well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. And for some of you, I hope to see you at 360 Fit next week. Good. A good one.